Hello, my name's Sarita, and I'm speaking to you today from SolHenge. And I'm here to help you understand the truth of who you are. Now, one of the truths about who you are is that you are a quantum being and we are living in a quantum universe. This means that you are not a victim of your circumstances. You are not walking around in your day-to-day life and things are happening to you of which you have no control. What's actually going on is that you are creating your life moment by moment. Now, what happens with humans is we think we're victims because we're not actually aware of our subconscious programs which are running our lives. Most of us are having this, I think we have, oh gosh, I don't know, thousands and thousands and thousands of thoughts every single day. And what's happening is we're having a repetition of the same thoughts all of the time because we're in these subconscious programs that we're not aware of. If you look at people's brains before and after meditation, what you'll see is that before meditation, the backs of our brains, our subconscious mind is kind of lit up and is running the show. And actually after meditation, what you see is that the frontal lobe of your brain lights up and it begins to control the subconscious mind. And you want your frontal lobe lit up because that's the control center of your body. That's the master, basically. And so what meditation does is it brings you into awareness of what you're thinking. And it allows you to change your thoughts, okay? Now, the way thoughts work is every time you have a thought, you get an electrical synaptic impulse that goes from A to B. And every time you have a thought and you repeat it and you repeat it and you repeat it, what happens is you make that cord between thoughts A and B stronger and stronger and stronger until it becomes your habit. But the amazing thing about your brain is that you can reprogram your thoughts if you can be bothered to change your mind. So if you decide, for example, that your current thought is nothing good ever happens to me, and you've been thinking that for 20 years, of course, what you're putting out to the unified field is that nothing good ever happens to me. And it has no option but to mirror back experiences, feelings, and circumstances that reflect that, because that is the universal law. However, if you can put yourself into a meditative state using your frontal lobe and the control center of your mind and notice these thoughts as they come up and change them, then what will happen is you will change the structure of your brain. And that's because instead of thinking nothing good ever happens to me, you can create a new thought. Great things happen to me all of the time, and your energy and that electrical impulse will go into the new thought. If you keep thinking that new thought over and over again, you will create a new cord which is really strong, and it will become your new habit. And what will happen is, if you no longer use this synaptic connection of the old thought, it will disintegrate and fall away. And you will create and give yourself a new mind. Now, if your new mindset is that great things happen to me all the time, and you're wandering around all day long thinking this, then of course the unified field, the universal consciousness, the intelligent, loving source, whatever you want to call it, has to reflect that back to you. And so you will start getting amazing, brilliant things happening into your life instead of the old way of thinking with awful things happening into your life. So coming into your life. So that's why we meditate. It's to become aware of our subconscious programs, and with a little bit of effort and a little bit of time to change these programs. So the meditation I'm going to do with you today is kind of a mishmash of a lot of different meditations that I've heard of, and I'm going to use a symbol to do it. And there are a lot of sort of spiritual teachings, all over the world that use symbols. And the first one that really gave me the idea of using symbols was from the Ramtha school. And in fact, Joe Dispenza does something really similar with his symbol. And I use symbols in my shamanic work as well. So what I want you to do is I want you to think about the new thought that you want to create in your life. So it could be something like, I want a fantastic job that really serves me. Or it could be, I'm looking for an amazing soulmate, or it might just be that I want to feel peaceful, or I want a ton of money to arrive in my life, whatever it is. And what I want you to do is I want you to come up with a very simple symbol that represents that for you. So let's say yours is to find a new job, and I guess you could use the capital J, which is what Joe Dispenza would do, but Ramtha would maybe pick something completely different, a circle to show that you feel complete, or whatever symbol appeals to you. Or another thing that I do when I'm looking for a symbol is I drop into my heart space and I use my heart mind to find a symbol that's going to serve me best, okay? And that symbol is going to represent every single aspect of what you're trying to create. So if you're looking for a great job, you might go, the job's really close to home, I have great colleagues that I work with, I do something that I love, and I earn a ton of money, okay? So that symbol represents all of that for you. And I want you to put that symbol in 2 squiggly lines. And that's because the squiggly lines represent the unified field. So your symbol is going to look something like this. Okay, I've used a heart just as a random symbol, and those are the 2 squiggly lines. And a lot of different schools have used squiggly lines to represent the unified field. So, and I've just recently done the Joe Dispenza one because he's my current idol. So, and it works basically. And also the other thing is when you're working in the unified field, it kind of, the squiggly lines are quite good because you can expand them, and that's what we're going to do with this symbol. We're going to expand this symbol during the meditation, so it's an easy thing to visualize, okay? So I want you to come up with your symbol and draw it if it helps you, or not. If you just need it in your head, that's absolutely fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk, I'm just going to do the meditation with you, and you're going to see how it works for you. I've used this meditation with students in my classes for so many different things, whether people want to manifest, you know, a dishwasher, or I just had somebody who wanted to manifest a different outcome with some planning permission that they'd put in. You know, I mean, you can use it for anything, you know, manifesting new health, anything you want. It really, really works. But obviously the thing is, you need to understand that your conditioned programs, so let's say you're looking for a job and your program before has been, I work really, really hard and I don't earn enough money and I don't really enjoy what I do. If you've had that conditioned program for a long time, you're probably going to have to do this meditation, I reckon, daily for at least 4 weeks to really change the program in your brain and really begin to realize your new potential, and that it can actually come into your being. You know, you really want to feel it on a daily basis when you finished your meditation as well, not just during the meditation. You want to feel this thing in your life. And what we're doing with the meditation is we're putting you in the now, and we're assuming that it's here now. Because when you're working with a unified field, there isn't, time doesn't really, you know, exist in the same linear way that we use it here. And so if you do an affirmation and you go, my dream job is arriving, then what the unified field is going to go, okay, great, your job is arriving, and it's never going to have arrived. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to come into the now with this whole experience and feel it as if we were in the now moment, having that experience. And so when you're feeling that, you're going to send those signals out to the unified field, and they're really going to start coming back to you really, really quickly. Okay, so when you're ready, we're going to begin the meditation. So I want you to shut your eyes, take a breath in and out, and just let go of everything. And just beginning to breathe and notice your breath. And now I want you to set an intention that this meditation brings you into a complete synchronicity with the now, so that your manifestation is true and finds you in ways that are magic. And what I want you to do now is to relax, relax, relax your body. And as you breathe in, I want you to breathe into your heart center. And as you breathe out, I want you to feel your body dissolving into the unified field. Breathing into your heart and breathing out and dissolving. Breathing in and dissolving out. Feeling yourself merging and dissolving into the field. Breathing into your heart, dissolving out into the field. Merging with the blackness of nothing and everything. Feeling your awareness with each out breath dissolving into the field of unlimited potentials. Breathing in and dissolving out. Breathing in and merging with a unified field. That loving intelligence that wants you to have all of the potential in your life. Breathing into your heart, dissolving yourself out. And keeping that breath moving, making it deeper and deeper. And now just shifting a little of your attention to the energy center above your head in space, the portal from energy to matter. And I want you to see your symbol falling down through that portal and arriving in your heart. Seeing your symbol in your heart. Breathing into the symbol, breathing out, merging with consciousness. And now as you breathe in, I want you to breathe in all the gratitude and joy and awe and inspiration you feel that your dream has come true. Breathing in, how do you feel? Breathing out, merging this feeling with consciousness. Breathing in such elevated gratitude and happiness. Breathing out, merging it with consciousness. How does it feel to have your dream come true? Filling your heart with the emotion of a dream realized, expanding that emotion out into the field and showing it the potentials that you are calling towards you. Breathing in the emotion, breathing out and merging with the field. And keeping this emotion going. Now, as you breathe in, you're feeling the emotion, and as you breathe out, your symbol is expanding outwards into the field with these elevated emotions. Breathing in the emotions with the symbol and expanding it all outwards, larger and larger, merging with the field, elevating your state of being and showing the field what it must mirror back to you. Breathing in, expanding your symbol out. Breathing in, expanding out. And as you continue to do this, I want you to magnify and send more intention and intensity into your heart and into expanding your field and the vibration of these elevated emotions outward, sending all your energy in and sending all your energy out. Merging your creation with the unified field. Allowing your creation to merge with the unlimited potentials of the universe. Knowing that the universe must reflect back into your life all that you are sending out and showing it. Feeling so elevated that your state of being and your vibration is changing. And as the symbol becomes larger and larger and larger, it disappears into the field, and you know that you have surrendered it with all that intensity and all that faith and knowing that a new life is yours. And just placing your hand on your heart and breathing gratitude here for a few moments more. Gratitude for what you have created for yourself, and gratitude for the loving intelligence you are surrounded by. That will bring it into being inside your being. And when you're ready, gently finding a natural pause and coming back into the room. So that's just one of many ways we can manifest things into our life. And I urge you to try this. Try this every day for 4 weeks and see what happens in your life. And if you do decide to do this, open your mind and your heart to all the synchronicities that are going to start coming your way. And as you notice them coming into your life, these synchronicities, it's the unified field showing you that it's listening to you and that it's sending you back what you are sending out. So every time you see a synchronicity in your life, feel encouraged, allow it to spur you on to sit down and do the meditation again. So I wish you well and enjoy your dreams coming true. Thank you for listening.